Want to have a conversation today. No rants, no lectures, just 5 questions. And if you can sit with these 5 questions honestly, you will never look at reality the same way again. Question number 1. Is there some kind of coordinated power structure on this planet? Like, why do almost all of the experts and news outlets and governments seem to push the same narratives at the same time, in the same language, even when those narratives turn out to be wrong, harmful, or flat out contradict each other later? Like, who is writing the script? Question number 2. We know that some of the most powerful people on Earth were involved with Jeffrey Epstein, a man convicted of trafficking minors and connected to billionaires, politicians, royalty, and intelligence agencies. And if that's what we caught, how deep do you really think the abuse networks go that we didn't catch? And what does it say about this system that so many cases like this end up in no big names ever being prosecuted? Question number 3. We're watching AI roll through the economy like a tidal wave. By the end of 2026, nearly 4 in 10 companies say they expect to replace human workers with AI. Major reports warn that entire categories of jobs will be disrupted or completely erased. So here's the question. What happens to a soul of a species when its creativity, labor, art, or even friendships are steadily being handed over to machines? And being human quietly becomes a bug in the system instead of the point of the whole system. Question number 4. Why do so many of the craziest conspiracies seem to start out as insane internet rumors, but then piece by piece, documents, leaks, declassified files, and quiet admissions come out and show that there is at least some truth in the middle of all the madness? If conspiracy theorists just means always wrong, why do governments and corporations keep getting caught doing the very things people were mocked for warning about? How come the people that warned us about COVID seemed out to be true? Just one example. This is the last question, number 5. And this one is going to be personal, so please write your answer in the comments. If this planet is really sliding toward more surveillance, less freedom, more AI, more engineered consent, and a tighter grip from global power structures, then why are you here now as a conscious human being on Earth in 2026? Out of all of the timelines that your soul could have chosen to incarnate into, what are the odds that you landed right here, in the middle of this one? What if that's not by accident? What if you're not an extra in the background, but drafted by existence itself for Team Human? Are you guys ready to hear my explanations of the questions I just asked? Who's here for that? Can we get some emotes in the chat? You could just chat Team Human, and then I'm just giving you guys a little bit to just fester and just culminate up in those questions, bro. Please drop your thoughts in the comments. All right. Now let's break down why I asked you those 5 questions. Because they aren't random, bro. This is about you waking up to what it means to be a human being on this planet right now. Question number 1. Who's writing the script? We have this thing that's called the New World Order idea, right? Decades of talk about coordinated global systems, centralized control, one narrative machine across nations. Now, whether you believe in the literal New World Order or not, look at the pattern. Same headlines across multiple countries, same buzzwords, same talking points copied and pasted through media, social media, government, big NGOs. Scholars and journalists have pointed out that powerful institutions and platforms can synchronize narratives remarkably fast, especially online. Is that proof of one secret overlord? No. But it is proof that reality is being framed for you at a large scale. And the less you notice it, the easier you are to herd with the rest of the cattle. Question number 2. Jeffrey Epstein. This one is uncomfortable, and it's on purpose. Epstein wasn't just like some basement boogeyman. He was connected to billionaires, politicians, intelligence agencies, and royalty. Courts confirmed he trafficked and abused minors. Flight logs, photos, testimony. This is not a theory. This is record. And yet, somehow, the full network never really ever got to see the light of day. Many powerful names walked away untouched. Files dropped, social media erupts, and then news cycles just moved on. So when people talk about satanic pedophiles running the world, they're often talking real, documented powers of elite abuse and adding spiritual language and symbolism on top of that. Is every wild claim online true? No. But does a protected predatory elite exist? Absolutely. We already have enough proof to say that there is something rotten all the way up at the top. Question number 3. AI and the value of being human. AI isn't just a gadget anymore. Reports from major consulates, think tanks, and alike say that a huge share of companies openly plan to replace human workers. Economists warn of a job shock that 75 million jobs globally will disappear overnight and it will all go to a machine. Tech experts worry that the coming AI age literally threatens humanity's sense of meaning, identity, and what it actually even means to be human. So the question isn't just, will I keep my job? It's what happens to a species when it slowly agrees that machines are more efficient, more trustworthy, and more valuable than human beings. And if you're not careful, you wake up one day and realize the systems you built to help humanity were quietly redesigned to replace us. Economically first, then socially, and then spiritually. Question number 4. Why do crazy ideas keep coming partially true? How come conspiracy theorists seem to be on a winning streak? Think about like chemtrails, population manipulation, secret experiments. Most mainstream outlets will tell you chemtrail theories are false. There's no evidence of global chemical spraying, and yet those same investigations admit there actually were secret government experiments spraying civilians with chemicals in the past decades. We see similar patterns with climate conspiracies, surveillance, Great Reset, wild claims swirling around a kernel of real policy, real power, real overreach. So the game becomes mixed truth, lies, fear, and ridicule together until nobody knows what to trust. So the point of my question isn't believe every theory. It's if the official story has been caught lying so many times, how aggressively are you checking your own beliefs, your own sources, your own automatic reactions? Real critical thinking actually reduces blind belief in conspiracy theories and blind faith in authority at the same time. That's grown-up spirituality right there. If you're here, please let me know what's up. This one's been a banger, bro. I'm letting you know today's was a banger, dude. Question number 5. Because this one, like I said with the question, it's deep, bro. It's personal. And I'm only saying this because I love you. This is the one that matters most. Why are you here right now? We know power is centralizing, surveillance is increasing, AI is automating, trust is fragmenting, real scandals about abuse, corruption at the top, they just seem to keep surfacing, yet we are not living a natural timeline. So what are the odds that your soul decided to incarnate during a period when humanity is being asked what it actually values? The line between human and machine is going to start to blur. The battle over truth, consent, and innocence is at its peak. What if you're not a spectator? What if you're here as a participant? Maybe your role isn't to have all of the answers. Maybe your role is just to ask better questions, refuse easy narratives, stay human in a system that's trying to make you forget what that means. Protect the vulnerable in your actual radius and build pockets of reality that honor the soul instead of harvesting it. That's why I call it Team Human. Not because we've got it all figured out, but because we remember being human is not a glitch in some cosmic computer. It's the whole entire point. So sit with those 5 questions. Don't rush to I know or I don't believe any of that. Just stay curious. Because the moment that you start genuinely asking, the Matrix, or whatever you call it, can't fully own you anymore. And a free human, thinking for themselves, loving for real, refusing to look away, is the one thing that no predator or no system or no conspiracy can ever control. Welcome to Team Human. I love you.